Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Today we are going to be creating these 3 eye makeup looks based on this BPerfect Carnival palette. It's the Interstellar version. It's the 5th palette in the Carnival palette range. They have like 4 more. I know BPerfect is very popular for their really bright eyeshadows. This is a stunning palette. You can see it comes with a huge mirror and most of the colors in this palette are cool toned. You get couple of orange yellow shades that are slightly warm, but everything else is pretty much cool tone. But if you love colorful eyeshadows, you are going to love this palette. So let's just jump in and begin with the first look. To start off my eye makeup, I have put concealer as my base and I'm just putting the MAC mineralized powder just to set the concealer. Next, we are going to be using this Hubble shade, which is like a warm medium gray color, and then I'm going to be using this Costa Riche eye pencil from MAC, and this is just going to be used in the outer V of the eye. You can use any kohl pencil or kajal pencil just to create like a base for the darker eyeshadows that I'll be using. You can use black, gray, blue, anything of your personal choice. I just had this brown one lying, so that's why I'm using that one. You want to smudge it nicely and just create like a slight wing so you have your shape ready. I'm also smudging it towards my lash line so I don't have to really do anything much for the eyeliner. Next, I'm going to use the dark side eyeshadow. This is just your matte black. It's intense and nice, and I like to have this over the pencil that I have applied before. And you see, I'm just going to wing it slightly and smudge it towards the inside of the eye, just keeping it in the outer corner mostly. It's going to be the smoky definition of this eye. I like to start with the darker eyeshadow first because that means I'm not going to be putting too much of the dark eyeshadow. I'm also using it just a little bit closer to the lash line. Like I said, I don't want to create any other eyeliner. I want the eyeshadow to be the focus of this makeup look. Next, I'm using Odessey. This is a medium gray color and it has a hint of bluishness. I feel like this gray. It's not just straight blue. It's just going to be there as a transition for the darker black color. It's going to make the main grayness of the eye makeup. I'm of course going to be using silver glitter eyeshadows as well, but I'm just packing this on the lid, mostly on the middle area of the eyelid space. Then I'm using the first dark gray eyeshadow just to create like a definition, with the black. So it's blending beautifully into that medium gray color. Going back to Odessey just to add a little bit in the crease as well. Next, I'm going to use Misty Moon. This is a very light gray color. It's almost white. It's very pale, and I'm going to use this in the inner corner, and I'm going to fade it in the transition as well. Using Velocity, this is a dark silver glitter and it's a beautiful glittery eyeshadow. It has glitter in it. I think it's like you can just leave your eye makeup to this with some mascara on and you will be done. But we are going to use the blush a little bit. Now this is a blush color that I really like because it goes with all 3 eye makeup look of mine. It's a neutral pinky toned blush. So since the colors are not going to be super warm, I wanted to keep a very neutral toned blush. Now I'm using the Allure Heated Eyelash Curler. This is a really cool product that I recently found on Amazon. I think on Nykaa maybe, I don't remember. I got it from one of the online stores and it basically warms up and then you like curl your lashes and you get beautiful curled eyelashes. I'm using mascara, which is the Benefit Bad Girl mascara. I'm not going to be using the waterproof one. I don't want anything to make my eyelashes hurt because I'll be taking this makeup off right after I finish this. Using a lash separator, I'm just going to separate all the lashes that are there so that we don't have any clumpy mascara. I'm not big on any false eyelashes, so I'm just going to skip the false eyelash step. You can totally do it if you like to do that. Next, using a clean brush, I'm just going to make sure everything is blending seamlessly. Just taking a sip of my tea now because it's really cold and my throat hurts so bad. Next, going with the Nykaa's Black Magic Kajal Pencil, I'm just going to define my lower lash line. Now this is going to add that smoky effect again. It's black and it blends really well into the lashes, and even defines the waterline in the nicest way. Now I wanted to use the lighter glitter shadow. This is the Moonwalk silver glitter. It's like a true silver glitter, and I just used it in the inner corner, and it gives that nice definition from light to dark. You can see I'm using some of the gray eyeshadow, the dark gray eyeshadow first one, to just set the lower lash line, and just blending it into the black, and then we have the eyes ready. Next, I'm using this Insight Lip Cream in the shade Freya. Now, Freya is beautiful. She is long lasting. She's hydrating on the lips. I like to create a thin base of my lipstick so it's more long lasting that way. And then I'll be using my lip liner. This is the Mars lip liner in brown mocha, and I love this shade. This is a beautiful lip liner, especially if you have like dry lips. This lip liner really glides well. The only problem with this lip liner is that I feel like it bleeds sometimes on my lips, but other than that, the color is beautiful. I'm going in with Freya again in the center of my lip, and this makeup look is complete. So just fidgeting with my bangs, and you can see, if you like this look for New Year's, definitely create it. Going into a look 2. Now this is going to be like a green eye makeup. We are using Celestial, which is like a medium green color. It's a beautiful parity green, and just on the outer corner and the middle of the eye, I'm just going to apply this all over. Mostly half of the eye is covered with this eyeshadow because it's going to be a nice transition blending color as well. Next, we keep blending it into the center of the eye with this little tapering brush. I'm going to use Meteor, which is like a medium forest green color, and this is going to give us that gradient, which is like from light, medium, and dark, which I really like when it comes to such smoky looks. Now, if you want, you can skip glitter or anything. You can keep your eyeshadows matte because most of the eyeshadows in this palette are matte, and therefore they have beautiful blendability. And if you like your eyeshadows matte, you will really enjoy this eyeshadow palette. I love this palette so much. When I first saw it, I was so shook that I had never seen anything so beautiful in my life. I'm using Alien, which is a dark forest green, just in the outer corner. Normally, I like to start with the darker shade, but I wanted to see how the lighter greens performed. So just adding a little bit of that alien color, and we are just going to blend it into the medium green and make sure that it transitions well and we don't have any patchiness going on, which I really loved about this eyeshadow. The blending is just smooth like butter, and it just looks so beautiful and professional. Now I don't know if these eyeshadows would be super beginner friendly, but I didn't find them very complicated to use. They are not like your Anastasia formula where they can get patchy. With Anastasia eyeshadows, I feel like you need an experience. These quality of eyeshadows are so good, but at the same time I felt they were easy to use. So yeah, if you're a beginner, maybe have some fun first with like cheaper alternatives like Mars or Swiss Beauty, and see how you like to blend them. Even Makeup Revolution is really nice when it comes for like beginner friendly eyeshadows. I'm using this Reptilian, which is the first color that caught my eye in this entire palette. It's such a bright green color. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't think the camera does any justice to this whole eye makeup, because it's really not showing you how beautiful the colors actually look in person. I am just going in with a little bit of that dark green, the forest green color, the dark called Alien, and I'm just going to wing it out slightly and blend it a little bit more because I wanted that smokiness being visible. So using this small dome brush, I'm just going to be blending all the colors in the outer corner area with the outer V, and make sure that everything is blended well and seamless. I will be adding a little bit of more of that alien shade later. I'm going to be using a clean fluffy brush just in the crease to make sure everything is blended seamlessly. I used Interstellar, which is like the star of this palette. I think it's a duochrome gold green color, and it looks so beautiful. Like, I've just used a tiny bit on like the inner corner of the eye. I tried to use like a wet brush with that saline solution, but then it applies best when you apply with your finger. I think I'm going to do a makeup look based just on that Interstellar look. Now I'm using this Swiss Beauty lipstick in Hot Nude, and I'm going to use this as like my blush. Now when I was taking the previous eye makeup off, a little bit of blood blush and foundation came off, so I had to reapply the foundation again. So I decided to use this Hot Nude lipstick as the blush, and it's exact color of that new NYX blush that I used. So yeah, it's a very neutrally pinky color, and it goes very well with this eye makeup look as well. Using my Allure Heated Eyelash Curler, and this is one of the best finds, as I mentioned before, because it really kept my lashes curled for a long time. I'm using Maybelline Colossal Mascara this time, because I think I really liked how the Colossal Mascara looks to the Bad Girl Mascara. Somehow this one gave me a little bit of more dramatic look. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Gel Eyeliner. This is in the shade Jet. I think they only have one eyeliner which is in the shade Jet, which is like a jet black color. I haven't used anything so black in my life when it comes to gel eyeliners. Using this in the waterline, just winging it out with the lower lash line. I'm going to use this just to give the definition for the waterline and lash line as well. So I'm using Alien just to set the dark gel eyeliner. Not that you need anything to set, but I just wanted to give it a little bit of smokiness on the lower lash line. I'm going to be going in again for a second coat of my mascara because I am not using falsies again. So we are almost done with the look. I'm just dancing here a little bit because I was listening to Christmas songs, and yeah, it's been such a good time making these makeup looks. Next, I'm using this Swiss Beauty HD matte lipstick in the shade Hot Cherry. Now you can definitely use this lipstick as a stain and just leave at that. I would normally go like that if I was like going out with friends during the day, just use it as a stain. But we are going to go a little bolder. I'm using the Swiss Beauty lip pencil in the shade Cherry Brown. This is like a brownie red color, very beautiful, very flattering. You can use this shade entirely on your lips and you will have like a long lasting lip as well. I really like the Swiss Beauty lip products because they are so long lasting, so good, so comfortable on the lips. The only thing is that this HD matte lipstick, I don't like the packaging. It comes off in my bag and I hate it. Instead of using Hot Cherry, I decided to go with Dynamite Berry, which is a little bit more on the deeper berrier side. I felt Hot Cherry was a little too bright for this look. Going in with lip pencil just to with a lip brush, I'm just going to be defining my lips properly. I didn't want this lipstick to bleed out. Yes, also this HD matte lipstick, I do feel like it bleeds out of my lip lines as well, which I don't really like. So here again, I'm like playing with my bangs and this look is complete. Let me know in the comments down below which look you guys like the most. So for our last look, we are going to do like a purpley bluey tone with glitter. Now this is a Roswell shade and it's like a medium purple color, and I am just using that as like my transition color. Next, I'm using this beautiful bright blue color, and this is just going to be the main color of our eye makeup. I think this is what makes your eyeshadow more leaning towards blue than purple. I think these electric colors are so beautiful in this palette. You can use them over like a white eyeshadow base or like a like this NYX jumbo pencil, or like any like a white eyeshadow. It will really pop. But I'm not even using like white base, and still these shadows really pop. Using like a lighter blue color and then blending it into the crease. I'm not going to go beyond the crease too much. I'm going to make sure these colorful colors stay on my eyelid specifically. I'm using Spacewalk. This is like a dark purple color, and I'm going to wing out on the outer corner just to create a definition and that beautiful classic smokiness in the outer corner, which I really like. This really elongates my eye. I feel it doesn't make it look more round. I feel like my eyes are super round, so I prefer this almond shape of eyeshadow, which I like to use. Blending in it slightly. Don't blend too much, because sometimes when you blend too much, like I said before, it can make your eyeshadows a little bit muddy, and you don't want that. But these eyeshadows, even if you blend them, they don't really turn that muddy as well. Now again, blending it a little bit just on the edges, I'm going to add some more of that blue eyeshadow, the deeper blue eyeshadow. I went in with a touch of the Roswell shade that we used previously, the very first shade in this eye makeup look. And then I added a little bit of Pluto as well. You can stop here if you really like matte looks. But now I'm going to be adding Milky Way, which is like a holographic pinky glitter. Pink is dominant, I think, but it's mostly a holographic color. I'm also using a little bit of blue glitter towards the outside of the eye. This is going to be in the shade Orbit. It's mainly like blue with a little bit of holographic specks, I think. Well, it really looks pretty, and it gives this definition to the eye that is like, you know, like blue, and then it goes to like purple holographs. It's just so beautiful. I'm really sorry that the camera really doesn't do justice to this eye makeup looks, because the palette is the most stunning palette that I have used in my life. And I mean, I have tried so many eye makeups till now, because my career in makeup has been solely like doing eye makeups mostly. I think I really am passionate about eye makeup, and I can tell you, if you are wanting to buy this eyeshadow palette, just buy it, because it's the most beautiful palette ever. And this is not sponsored, by the way, guys. This was my first time trying a BPerfect cosmetic product, and I think I'm going to be trying some more of their palettes in the future. I used Nebula eyeshadow just in the inner corner to have a lighter base, and then I added a little bit of the holographic eyeshadow, I think, and then just like, you know, added a little bit of the darker purple space color underneath on the lower lash line, the spaced purple dark blue which I used. Here I'm just dusting off if there's any glitter. There's hardly any fallout as well in this, which I'm really surprised, you know, like usually the colors this pigmented usually have a lot of fallout. The glitter eyeshadows, by the way, do not need any glue. You can directly apply it and it stays in place, which is really amazing, because I don't know where to find glitter glues these days. It's just that most of the glitters come in a palette that are pressed nicely and you can directly apply. Using some more of this mascara now after curling my lashes. I think I like the Colossal mascara over my Bad Girl mascara. I have been such a loyalist towards the Benefit mascara, but now I feel like I'm going back to the Colossal craze, which was like the first budget friendly beautiful mascara that I used. And I think even today, after all these years, it's like amazing. I think it was the first major launch of Maybelline in India. I think Colossal, it was the mascara to have at a point. Then I'm adding some more of this highlight. Actually, not some more, I didn't use highlighter in my previous looks. For this look, I felt I needed the highlighter. Adding that lipstick again, the hot nude lipstick again as blush. I'm mixing it in with a little bit of the highlighter just so we have the pinkiness. For my lips, I'm going to use the hot nude lipstick as my lipstick base, and then we are going to go in with the lip liner from K Beauty in the shade Fame. This is one of my most favorite lip liner because it's so long lasting, you guys, and I think the formula of this lip pencil is the same as the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencils, because they both are made in Germany. They both have similar sizes. Their packaging only looks different when it comes to the color coding, but then other than that, I feel like the formula is very similar. I added the hot nude lipstick, and now if you like lip gloss, go in with like a clear lip gloss or any lip gloss of your choice, honestly, just to the center of the lips so it catches the light. So that completes our makeup look. I hope you guys have enjoyed what you have seen, and let me know in the comments which was your favorite look. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more makeup ideas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next happy holidays.